What's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and I am day trading the NFL. Okay, so the game I'm looking at is Titans-Bengals, and lines recently started to move towards the Titans. So I was browsing odds on the OddsJam screen, and what I ended up noticing is, hey, WinBet's giving us plus 127 on the Titans money line. No other books above plus 110. So what I did is I double-clicked, over to the EV page, and I saw this was a highly profitable bet, right? So OddsJam is a platform that is pretty simple. It takes data and it tries to show you value, right? So essentially, the whole reason this is so critical is if you take a look at one game, if we even just look at like one NBA game, all these alternate spreads, oh, you want to bet Trailblazers minus 2.5 or Trailblazers plus 17.5. You got the full range of outcomes. You can bet on basically anything nowadays on these sports books, all these player props, PRAs. You want to bet on player blocks and steals? So the whole point is, right, you can't manually search through these millions of odds that are constantly moving. This is a market. So what OddsJam does is it's just a bunch of tools to try to show you value, right? So there's this screen thing that kind of lays out all games side by side so you can quickly scan the market and look for value. But there's also a bunch of betting tools, the middle betting tool showing you where lines are set at different levels. Tons of different ways to find sharp plays, tons of ways to skin the cat. I always say this, but sportsbooks charge a 4 to 5% vig. To make money sports betting, all you have to do is beat the 4 to 5% vig. So long story short, why do we like this play? Why is there a 2.56% profit margin? Why are we so confident it's so profitable? Why did me, bet 2K on it? Because it's ridiculously good, right? If you take a look at the odds, what you're going to notice is, okay, no other bookmaker is really giving me better than plus 121. And most sports books are kind of around plus 110 on Bet Online, a very sharp offshore sports book. Pinnacle, sharpest bookmaker, plus 121. Betfair Exchange, plus 118. So essentially, you have all these data points, all these sports books posting odds, and they're all just data points telling you where the line should be set. And this is an arbitrage bet. This plus 127 is an arbitrage bet to PointsBet and BetRivers. So typically what I end up doing is I go over to a no-vig odds calculator and I check out, a variety of these sports books and be like, okay, do I like this play? Well, it's an arbitrage bet to FanDuel, so by definition, one of these plays has to be profitable. And again, this is the most important calculator on OddsJam, so feel free to read over the text. You can let us know any questions. I also said this before, but I'll be writing more on the OddsJam blog. So this article I think is pretty good if you want to learn about EV betting. It's called What is Confidence in Sports Betting? And then I'll also be posting some plays on Twitter. And of course I ride with you guys on all these plays. I've given out so many plays for today, so many plays for Thanksgiving NFL, but I'm going to keep them coming. Whenever I find value, I want to show you guys, right? Trying to teach you how to make money. But according to FanDuel, the true odds with the vig removed would be plus 116. So this play looks incredible to FanDuel. Right, it looks incredible to BetMGM. BetMGM is plus 105, minus 125, so they're pretty similar to FanDuel. So you can see, just like WinBet's giving us way too good of odds. Now, DraftKings is a little less bullish on the Titans. They're plus 110, minus 130, so the true odds are plus 119. So once again, we're getting plus 127. True odds, according to DraftKings and Caesars, because they have the same odds, is going to be plus 118.7. So we're beating, right? We're always getting improvement to this no-vig odds column. You're always getting better odds than the no-vig odds. Another way I like to view sports betting, and I know this is kind of a rant, but it's just like, literally, you have one sports book telling you this bet should be priced at plus 110, another plus 105. It's basically like you have all these sports books telling you a different price for Bitcoin, and then you're trying to determine what's right? So some sports books, like the Betfair Exchange, Bet Online, Bookmaker, are sharper, Pinnacle. But you can consider all this data in the market before ever placing a bet. Stake is not in my location. Neither is SuperBets. Neither is TonyBet. Neither is MyBookie. I don't use any of these books. But I still look at their odds because they're accepting wagers and their sportsbook setting lines, right? So I want to see their data, more information, more power. Am I getting a play that beats the VIG? That's what I care about. And according to OddsJam, yeah, I am. I'm getting a play with a 2.56% profit margin, which means this bet, I just made $51 in profit margin, right? These profit margins are so awesome in sports betting because people talk about the return of the stock market. Oh, you just got to invest in the S&P. It'll go up. You'll earn 8% a year. This is 2.56% in a few days. Sunday's not that far away, right? So Sunday's 4 days away. I mean, you can imagine, imagine if you could earn, these returns every 4 days at 2.56% return. You're earning a lot of money. Even in the NBA, I tell people who bet on the NBA, if you can get a 3% edge in the NBA, if there's NBA games every day, that's a 90% ROI every month. If you can get 4%, that's an 120% ROI. So if we head over to the OddsJam bet tracker, what you'll notice too is there are brutal down streaks. I'm not saying this bet is a lock. I don't say that word, right? Keep that word out of your vocab. But I'm saying this play is beating the VIG. It has a positive expected return. And we have very high confidence that this play is good because there's so many sportsbooks posting odds. It's such an efficient betting market. It's the NFL, right? It's NFL money lines. There's hundreds of millions of dollars bet on NFL money lines. Everyone bets NFL money lines. And this is how you beat the NFL. This is how you make money, NFL betting. If you think you can just look at the odds or look at teams and determine who's going to win, that means you think you're smarter than sportsbooks who invest hundreds of millions of dollars into their trading and line setting capabilities and models, as well as you're smarter than the millions of other people who are betting on the NFL this weekend. Which, no offense, it's not true for me. I'm not smarter than the millions of other people betting on the NFL this weekend. And I'm definitely not smarter than the sportsbooks. So I use their odds against each other to find those rare few betting opportunities where the sportsbooks are slipping up and giving us incredible plays like Titans plus 127, which is a play you want to be all over. So you're still going to have losing streaks, and I've been tracking all my bets since the start of NFL season in the sheet. Again, we're up 48K. Yesterday we got killed, as in we lost, but again, it's going to be bumpy. Up and to the right though. We won our first bet today, and I said this before as well. So we won, let's take a look. So that's the wrong sportsbook. That's Arizona win bet. If you can see, there's different win bets. This is Virginia win bet. So let me just exit this. So we already cashed Detroit +3, so that's awesome. So we lost SMU yesterday. So again, I say this all the time, but I ride with you guys on these plays. And what you're going to see is your bets will automatically sync if you want them to. You don't have to do this on OddsJam, but our bet tracker is free. So what I recommend, because a lot of people, they have trouble seeing, you can see automatically synced as all these bets, losing streaks, winning streaks, right? Is I think this is useful for people to do because then you can look back at the data after a really large sample size of bets. So if I just go to the past year for the sports books I've synced, what you're going to notice is okay, you can't sync every sports book also. You can see here in Virginia where I'm located currently, you can only sync these 6 sports books. And unfortunately, you also have to do it with every single state. And the reason that is so let's say you move from Indiana to Colorado or something like that, is the win bets, they're different apps. Just based on U.S. law, it's whatever. They need to make a new app for each state, or that's the easiest way to do it for the sports books or most cost effective. I don't know, something like that. So every state in the U.S. where WinBet is legal, you have to get a new app. So you can see I have a bunch of accounts here, Virginia, New Jersey, Arizona, all the states I mainly bet. So you have to sync them all. But what's cool about it is you can see your profit and loss, you can see your ROI, and it will help you not get discouraged on these losing streaks, right? So this is an incredible play. I hit it. What other bets I got open? So we got some college basketball open for today, some player props, some NBA, got a parlay. I got the Celtics. And then some parlays, bunch of stuff. So hopefully we make some money. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed.